Alright, try to. Maybe I can do it this time. Alright, he seems to be oh, he was bugged. Whoa! Yeah, you don't want to get into a gunfight with this guy. Not really. But I'm doing something stupid and trying it anyway. Just put a pillar between you and him, and he can't shoot you. Unless he does that. Oh my god. I swear, anyone who has fun doing this firearms in this game, you are just the dumbest of the dumb, I swear. I'm just kidding, folks. I don't mean that. Ooh, looks like I've glitched him. He's continuously trying to shoot here. Except for he can't because he sucks. Look how much he sucks, Mr. Bach. Run feel the dog. Oh, you think you're hot shit, don't you? Well, you're not. You're just not. Yeah, if you try to melee him, he will try and run. He will teleport around the room. And contrary to popular belief, that is not because of elite ninja skills. It's because he's a hunter and he has special hunter powers. It is not elite ninja skills. And that time I fared much better against him. Good. And his gun dropped up here. Oh, the flamethrower dropped up here. Oh, looky there, the flamethrower. This might come in handy. Let's drop our Remington and get the flamethrower. I don't know how much fuel it has. 150 out of 300. I don't know what that means. I've never had the flamethrower before. Very sweet. But now we talk to the professor.
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go!
A speech on the sarcophagus. Speech! Speech!
I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request first? After I answer your questions, you help me escape.
Yeah.
All right. Where should I begin?
Tell me a story about the sarcophagus.
Let's start with the history of the Ankarhan Sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians?
I love their work.
Yeah, well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from sometime between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record.
This one is listening.
While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence or passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Mesarach, the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old, like Dracula or something.
Or something?
I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Mesarach could remain in, pristine or intact condition for so many years, but this is who is believed to be contained within.
Did you look inside?
Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum before we had a chance to open it. Usually we use equipment to carbon date, X-ray, and take air samples before we pry open the lid.
A real vampire? Really?
You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. In Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth, and the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage. but there is a quite scientific explanation.
He was the first LARPer?
A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood.
He knew the sweet ecstasy of, he drank blood?
Perhaps. Drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires. That's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist.
Why did you discover it?
That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring.
This one is listening.
Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it.
Lying.
I don't know what would make you believe that. I have been very forthcoming with you so far. I think that maybe you are not as familiar with the process as me.
Details.
Okay, I tell you. Yeah, I was not even aware of the sarcophagus' existence until I received a package with no reply address in the mail. Inside was the information on how to find it and the key. Please keep it a secret, or I could be ruined.
Messerach is inside? With no doubt?
That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello.
Can you tell me another story about vampires?
Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth.
No more stories. I want in.
Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing.
I want it, and I can't wait for Xmas.
How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed.
Where is the spare?
No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place.
Let's go on a cruise together, just you and me.
Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness. You have no right to keep me here like this. I demand that you let me go.
Oh, yeah, sure. They kidnapped him and kept him in his bathrobe from the hotel. That's hilarious.
Time of judgment is here.
You are a jackass. Yeah. 1 minute to get out. How you like that, huh? I like these little werewolf and vampire cardboard cutouts here. That's very hilarious. But, oh yeah, explosives. Yeah, I should probably pay more attention to that, right? Okay, old guy's not following me. Too bad. So sad. You get to die. I got my humanity for at least trying to save you. If you can't keep up, that's your problem. Stupid.